time. You're just a face above my fire, a funeral sound, a distant chime. I'll think of this and I will cry. Perhaps I'll drop my task, the sound of shattered glass. Thought I'd forgotten at last. Some things just never pass. Easy to say, hard to believe. There'll come a day that I don't grieve until the time my body leaves. I will regret that you don't
very full on.
Yeah, well, death.
I mean, what taught me was grief is very different. It can be very different person to person, and like depending on how the process is served to you, I guess. It depends on how cause of death, depends on their age.
Yeah.
It depends on so many things. But I realized that going for the funeral is very important.
For a minute.
You want to kill them
Because we were angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like why, like, you know. But then again, it became easier to grieve someone who killed himself because it was their choice, and like that kind of got me through a little bit easier. I don't know.
Look, I've studied deep, and I used to work in a team where we worked with people who were highly suicidal, high risk. Like they would have attempts, and serious attempts, and occasionally we'd lose them. And
so against nature.
It is, and it's the biggest killer of Australians. We're in Australia, for those that don't know. It's the biggest killer of Australians between the ages, I think, of 16 and 54.
How many of them men, how many women?
They call it the gender suicide paradox. 7 out of 10 will generally be men, but women attempt a hell of a lot more.
We're less likely to go through with it,
Well, you use... men will tend to use more far violent...
Oh, so like the more hit.
Guns, jumping off buildings, stuff that you're not going to survive.
You can survive a gunshot to the head.
Yes, you can, but...
Be careful of that.
What would... Maybe just don't do it. But
if you're going to do it, make sure you hit it. Because like you don't want to be like half head.
No, exactly right. I mean...
Run.com.
Songs were just a thing we did with melodies and chords. Now you're available. All good record stores. I knew you best back when love was just a feeling that ran out between my legs onto the back of my dress, onto the clothes that I was wearing. When I was a child, I was expected to believe in something up above that no one touches or can see. Now they tell me unless you're looking at the magazines, then you don't exist. But I knew that real before I read. In an interview today, before I looked across your surface, did a line across your face. That's why I don't do this. I got it. I knew that you were real. I knew that you were real before I read it. In an interview today, before I... Does anyone know the lyrics to this?
Did a line.
Before I what?
Did a line across her face.
Did a line across his face?
In the toilet of the girl.
In the toilet of the girl who's sitting outside dropping names like they were coffee bombs. of two people walking two steps forward, always to the lives they've chosen. Hits and hums and sirens and the sun. Oh, two people walking two steps forward, always to the lives they've chosen. Clicks and hums and sirens and the sun. Of two people walking two steps forward, always to the lives we've chosen. Clicks and hums and sirens and the sun.
Absolutely disabled and completely.
It's so stupid. Like, you can't. It's so many ways you can't, like, to do it where you definitely won't muck it up. Like, if you're doing a way that you can muck it up, don't do it that way.
Well, I see suicide as the pointy end of generally depressive or an anxiety disorder, which are both completely treatable.
The mindset's not right because it's not. It's against human nature.
Well, is the mindset not right, or is the societies, the technological and economic societies that we live in?
Oh well, yeah, that's what's caused this whole thing to happen.
Exactly.
I think that the capitalist society we live in is a big cause of suicide for men, especially because of money. They're not. If they don't feel like they're being conscientious, then they don't feel like they're being man. A man's supposed to be conscientious. A man's supposed to be this, and make money and provide. And if they can't do that, a lot of men kill themselves because of that stuff. Like, I know that.
Yeah, it's
all useless.
We're denied our humanity.
Yeah.
Right? When do people get the biggest hits of dopamine? When are we our happiest?
But also, I have this feeling that there are women out there. I'm pretty sure this is happening. And Courtney Love. I'm a kind of a good example of that. Even I love Courtney Love. She's an oracle, but she kind of predicted it. That album.
Predicted?
Yeah, I remember like in the album Dull Parts, and she sings "Someday You'll Ache Like I Ache," and she sings it about 20 million times, like that one line. Yeah, wow. And I'm like, well, he was probably aching when he put that gun to his head.
Well, look, I mean, is it a prediction or is it pushing? I mean, they're two completely
exactly. Well, no, the album didn't come out, and he didn't hear it. He never heard this album, but he would have heard her every day talking, which would have been something along the lines of what she's saying in the songs. That's what happens. You already know.
It was a fruit juice made in Australia, and he had to make it look like Indonesian or Korean or that sham sort of like
marketing.
Yeah, that stuff.
That's business.
That's business.
See, he's taught business, not design. Oh, like design of like products. That's still business,
labels,
isn't it? Oh, that's advertisement.
Well, it just brings in another concept to the
this guy.
Just brings another concept to the art.
This cat here,
and it's very.
Watch him.
So it just brings another.
All right.
Another concept.
It brings another element to the situation, I guess.
So I don't think
a lie.
I don't think marketing and stuff destroys art. I mean that's
it was invented by Freud's cousin or something.
What's that?
Like marketing, Freud's cousin or something. Yeah, it was the first person to do like marketing.
Really?
To like for like making money. So he used psychology to make money.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, what wouldn't you? I mean, you want to motivate people.
But Freud's cousin was the first one to do it.
Yeah, well,
it wasn't that long ago.
Sharing information. It was
only like in the 1930s, maybe 1940s.
We share information as friends. They share information as cousins.
When was Freud around? That was like 20s?
Yeah, turn of the last century.
Before World War II? No, it was during World War II, I think. Because Carl Jung was a spy for Mossad. Do you know that? Yeah, he was an SS soldier.
Well, look, I mean, you can't blame any persecutor.
You know, he was, because like just Ghislaine, the pedo, her dad was also a spy, and that was around about the same time.
Yeah, well,
Mossad.
Any persecuted people are going to have their security forces, and
he's had like 5 names, like 10 names or something, 10 different names.
Yeah, well.
He dubbed it an English accent.
When people
Ukraine
change their names multiple times, I often wonder why is that. Right?
Yeah. I think it was under wraps, but because there's lots of Nazis in Ukraine, and so they had a lot of spies there, sussing that situation out. And there's still Nazis there.
Well, there was a lot of Nazis everywhere. I mean, Germany had the National Socialist Party, but hey, look at the States at the moment.
Nazis in Ukraine.
I don't know if there were more in Ukraine than anywhere else.
There's quite a few, like, because it's said that they started this war.
Is that Ukraine?
No, the Nazis. The Nazis put pressure on Russia, and Russia had to retaliate.
Well, that's interesting. That's a well. Look, you know, you're talking about international politics.
Ridiculous. There's Nazis still in the world. What's with that?
You know what? Have a look at NATO bases and.
I think so. Athena is the goddess of war, and she's really important. Why? Why is war important?
Politics and power.
I think. Yeah. Okay. So that's what they use war for. But what, in its natural sense, is war used for?
Well, I mean, we live in a universe of destruction, don't we?
In all sorts of ways. So also in relationships. So I've been in a war with myself.
Well,
funnily enough,
going back to I know you told me to get off topic, but going back to religion, they talk about internal
wars.
There's an external war and an internal war.
External war is about money. Internal war is about ego, usually.
It's about, well, you want to try to rid that.
Yeah, that's usually a war. It's not easy to do that. Like, you can kill it, if it always comes back. So the first time you kill your ego, it's always going to come back, and it's going to want revenge.
This is Rick from Penguin. This is May on the microphone. Thank you. Do you want an arm break?
No, I'm okay.
If you ever need me to hold a microphone, yeah, okay, let's do it. I owe you one now. You make me fall over, then I hit my head. Now I can't remember anything that you said, but I dreamed I was you, and I dreamed I was dead. When I woke up I caught your face into my bed. It's like I missed all the memos, and I missed the boat. And a meteor shower is heading for my throat. Bang, bang, smack, ouch. I thought romance was pretty, then you went and spoiled it. Every time that I think of you, have to go to the toilet. Can't tell if this is love or a stomach disorder, or a massive grade 8 typhoon inside my aorta. And I want to jump in it, wanna give it a voice, wanna cut to the finish, but nihilism's for boys. You don't know paranoia till it bites you in the balls, till somebody is under a bus because he hasn't called. 'Cause I think that you're leaving before you arrived. Need to know that you're breathing, let me know you're alive. Oh, bang, bang, smack, ouch. I can't shake this feeling that I'm down on my luck. You're an animated anvil, and I'm an animated duck. That the world's made of numbers, and I am a 3, and you are 908, and you're sitting on me. And I am single cell matter, and you are the sea. But I've hit evolution finally, because I didn't know who I was before. Now my eyes are wide open, my body is all bang, bang, smack, ouch. Thank you.